All right, everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the call. My name is Amanda Williams. I am also known as Amanda the Traveling Realtor. And I am here today to show you the eXp model. I have been with the company for right at 3 years now. It's been an amazing ride and owned my own firm before joining forces with eXp. And so I'm just going to walk you through the model today and exactly what that means. There's a lot of misconceptions out there about what eXp actually is. And so it's really good to give this the time that it deserves to dig in so that you can make an educated decision. So what I'm going to do is I am going to share my screen with you guys, and I'm going to just jump right in and show you a little bit about the company here. So first off, eXp was actually, it's been around for over 10 years now. And so let me get this going here. All right. So we started in 2009, and obviously it's 2020, and there's been a huge growth here. So as you can see, in 2017, that's when I joined the firm. And there was 3,000 agents, guys. I was like number 3,010. And now we are way over 28,000 agents. We are in 4 different countries. And so we've seen some amazing growth just in the past 3 or 4 years. And so the reason for that growth is anytime you have a disruptor in the industry, eXp is a disruptor because it's innovative. It's not a normal brick and mortar office location. It's actually an office in the cloud, which is what I'm going to explain to you here. And so what that looks like is, sorry, I'm letting someone else in the meeting here. So with innovation, it's always happening, of course. And when you look at what's happened over the last, I don't know, 10, 15 years maybe, then you look at the left side of the screen. These are all of the brick and mortar locations, okay? You look at the right side of the screen. There's no brick and mortar here. These are all companies that have exploded because of the internet. Like, there is no more Blockbuster. I think there's like 2 left. There's one in Bend, Oregon, and there's one in Alaska. And then you see what's happening with Amazon. You see all of the different brick and mortar locations going out. Ty Lopez just bought out Dress Barn and took them completely online. They are killing it right now. Half of all the Pier 1 import stores closed. And those numbers are before COVID hit. So who knows what we're going to see in the next couple of months after COVID, because of course, a lot of these brick and mortar locations have had to shut their doors, along with a lot of the brick and mortar locations. The real estate offices had to shut their doors too. And so we have more and more broker owners reaching out to us now, more franchisee owners reaching out to us because they're like, oh my gosh, no one can come into the office. I'm still having to pay my office rent. And so eXp is looking a lot more attractive now to brokers and broker owners from other real estate firms at this point. And the reason why it's looking more attractive is, like I mentioned, it is a cloud office environment. So we have no desk fees. You can literally work from anywhere in the world. And this cuts out all of your brick and mortar costs. There's no expensive leases. And obviously it's paperless. And so you also get what's attractive about this model to a lot of the broker owners is you get 24/7 support. You get someone who does all of your accounting. You get access to all of the training. So really, a broker owner can just share this model with the agents in their firm, and it opens up a whole new world. And it's not only right there in that little town to where that broker owner lives. So, and this is not only for broker owners, this is for all real estate agents, but I say broker owner just because of what's happening right now in the world with COVID. So we have tons of live training. There's more than 50 hours a week of live training in our cloud office. And I'm going to show you the cloud office at the end of this. I'm actually going to walk you into the office. And when we go into the office, we go in as an avatar, and it's super cool. And we have all of these different areas that I'll show you. And so when I say training, there's training on everything. There's training on anything from becoming a really, really good, successful real estate agent. There's masterminds on social media. There's a ton of stuff on video now because video is the way that we are all going. There's also trainings on different types of investments, luxury properties, everything that you can think of, we have it there, and it's all live training. As I mentioned, real-time support. So we have over 500 employees on staff. And so you can literally walk into the office and have a conversation with them and get your questions answered in the matter of minutes versus having to send an email or having to call a different department and leave a message. No, you walk into the department and you get your answer like that. International collaboration. This is really important because as of right now, it is May of 2020, we are in 4 different countries. Our goal is to open 3 countries per year. And so this allows us to collaborate with agents from all over the world, like seriously. And we get to see what's happening in those markets. We can actually expand our personal teams into those markets and get paid on properties that are selling in other countries. It's amazing. And the cool thing about this is we all own part of this company. And so we want to share, we want to help our fellow agents, because the more those agents sell and the more they're able to build their teams, the more the stock goes up. And that's important because we all own stock in this company. So as you can see, as of right now, we are in the US, Canada, the UK, and Australia. Coming soon, Mexico, yay. Super excited about that. So let me get into the equity opportunities here. So this is the stock ownership. eXpi is the clicker symbol. This is on the New York Stock Exchange, the NASDAQ, and there's different ways to earn stock in the company. So the first way is the equity plan. So this is, you get stock for doing what you do anyway, like selling your first house every single year. If you cap out, which is a $16,000 cap with eXp, once you cap, you'll get $400 worth of stock. And then also, if you choose to share this model with any of your agent friends, then after they sell their first house, then you'll get another $400 worth of stock. So all of that is considered the equity plan. That's just they're giving you stock for doing what you do already. The second thing here is the Icon Agent Award. Now, this is for mega producing agents. This is for an agent that caps out at $16,000. And to put that into realistic terms, if an agent is selling between $2.7 and $3 million a year in house sales, then they're going to be paying in about $16,000. So that's capped. And then after that, they go to 100% commission. However, when you cap, instead of getting a cup or a trophy, they actually give you more stock, okay? When you cap and then you sell 20 more houses on top of that, which is the mega agents, then you're actually considered an icon agent. An icon agent gets back that entire $16,000 worth of stock, okay? That is huge. There's been agents that have cashed out the stock 3.5 years later and paid off their entire $140-something thousand house. So this is a huge opportunity. You have to think about this stock as your retirement. You know, this is money that is just being put away for you. And then in the end, or whenever you actually do want to retire, you have that little nest egg built that is pretty much essentially free, right? Because the company is just giving you all that stock. Now, there's another way to get stock in the company, and this is called the Agent Equity Program. So with the Agent Equity Program, this is where you can allow the company to keep 5% of the total commissions that you would get paid on that transaction, 5%, and they will buy company stock at a 10% discount. You can elect to do this. It is not mandatory. However, I don't know any agents that do not do this because we all believe that this company is here for the long haul. Our stock's going to do nothing besides go up. When I first came on board 3 years ago, the stock was $2.42. Even with what's going on now with COVID, the stock is still around $9. So that's pretty good. So definitely a good time to get in, I believe. I'm buying more, I'll tell you that. So if you have any questions about the stock, please let me know. But it's really good when you're looking at this long-term for retirement. I don't know any other brokerage that's going to give you this. The second thing that's very, very different about eXp is the revenue share program. So with the revenue share program, they will actually pay you a thank you for bringing other agents into the company. So you may be aware that there's other companies out there that hire a recruiter. So that recruiter actually goes and they send out letters to all the new agents, and they call agents when they graduate school and pass their test, and they're recruiting these agents to come in and work for their company. eXp does not do that. eXp attracts more of the entrepreneurial type real estate agent anyway. And they said, you know what, instead of having to pay the recruiter and the franchisee owner and the investor and the team, all of these other people, let's just put it into the agent's hands, because all of the agents are owners. Hey, agent, if you want to go out and tell your friends about this amazing company, then we're going to pay you in stock, number one, and we're going to pay you a percentage of whatever we would have gotten from the sale of those houses. So what does that actually look like? Let me show you. So anyone that you personally refer to the company, then you're going to get 3.5% of the total commission paid on that. So let's just say you refer someone to the company and they sell a $500,000 house at a 3% commission. That is a $15,000 commission check, okay? So you're going to get 3.5% of that $15,000, the total commission. And that 3.5% is coming out of eXp's 20% that they're keeping on the front end. So you're going to get on the following month $525 because you referred an agent that sold a $500,000 house. That's as easy as it is. Now, you're going to get paid this on any agent that you personally refer to the company. If you put your business hat on and you see this as an opportunity to build a substantial passive income stream, then you're going to look at this and you're going to say, oh, I'm going to go out and tell a few more agents than 4. And so if you tell 5 to 9 agents, that's actually going to open up the second level for you. And the company's going to pay you more on that second level. So the company will actually pay you 4% because it's 3.8 plus the 0.2. So you're going to get 4% on anyone on your second level, meaning you told Tom about the company and then Tom went and told Amy about the company. As long as you have at least 5 agents on your front line, then you're going to get 4% of whatever Amy sells until she caps out. The most you can ever make on your front line is up to $2,800, because after that, no one gets paid because the agent is making 100% of their commission, which we celebrate. That's amazing. On the second level, the most you're ever going to be able to make on there is $3,200 per agent. And as you go down, you can do the math on that. The way that you open this baby up to all 7 levels is by personally referring 40 producing agents. A producing agent is an agent that sells at least 2 houses or has $5,000 of commission income every 6 months. If they do that, then they count as a frontline qualifying agent for you, which that counts as unlocking the next level for you. So this is a really cool platform here. And this is the only company that I've seen that has this type. There's other companies out there that does a profit sharing model, meaning that you're going to get a percentage of whatever's left out of whatever the office is profitable for that month. And as we all know, we are entrepreneurs, we are business owners, we write off everything. So the actual amount of money that you get as a profit share is a lot less than what you are going to be getting as a revenue share owner. So eXp World, this is our world here, and I'm actually going to take you and show you the office. As soon as we get through this, I'll jump right into the office here. And I'm actually going to walk you around the office, so it's going to be super cool. Now, 28 to 33% of real estate agents do not have health insurance. And eXp saw that as being something that needed to be adjusted and needed to be fixed. So we are one of the only companies that actually offers agent healthcare to our real estate agents. If you're interested in that, let us know. I personally have the healthcare, and I have it on my boyfriend as well. And it's a lot cheaper than I could have ever found anywhere else. And it's really good insurance. So the solutions, think about this as your tool belt, right? eXp offers a lot to the agents, and it's kind of you pick and choose what you want to actually use. But these are some of the things that I definitely recommend. So the first thing is enterprise. You are going to be using this. This is your back office. So this is where everything is stored. This is where you can go in. You can see how many transactions you have going on. You can see how close you are to capping out. You can see all of the agents that you've referred to the company, what they've sold, how much money you're making on that. This gives you a backdoor access to everything eXp. SkySlope is in here as well. SkySlope is an online transaction management software program. So this is where we upload all of our documents, and it's in safekeeping with our transaction department to make sure that everything is done correctly, and you don't have to worry about keeping all of those files in your file cabinet for years and years and years. They're right here, and they're not going anywhere. They're backed up for you. Workplace was actually built for us by Facebook. And so Workplace is the exact same thing as Facebook. However, it is only for eXp agents, eXp employees, and all of the brokers for the company, as well as the CEOs, the presidents. I mean, everyone who works for eXp or has anything to do with eXp has a page in here. And so we have different groups. We have a team group. Our group is World Cappers. There's all kinds of stuff in here. There's investment groups. There's an Airbnb group. Anything that you can possibly imagine, it's right here. And this is a really good place to go in and ask questions and get ideas and look and see other people's listing presentations, and come here for recorded trainings, and just files and everything that you can think of is right here. It's a really cool place where we all come in and collaborate together. So a lot of agents ask me, so what about lead gen? How do you deal with that? Well, we actually give you KV Core. KV Core is a CRM system and a lead generation system all built in together. And so with this, it literally gives you an IDX fed website. IDX meaning that this will pull directly from your MLS. And this is going to give you a way to go out and build squeeze pages and build landing pages and post out to your social media and the internet and get leads coming in that way. And it's a phenomenal program. If you were to buy this, it would be $1,000 to set up. And then it would be between $300 and $500 per month to keep it going. This comes with your membership with eXp, which is $85 a month. Okay, you get this for free. No setup fee, nothing. It's amazing. Marketing and branding. You do not have to go out and build all of your own marketing and branding material. It's done for you. We have templates for everything you can imagine, from flyers to brochures to door hangers to signs. You get 1,000 business cards for free. Everything you can think of is in the back office, even videos. You can even put your branding on the videos that have already been created. Social media posts, everything you can imagine right here. So this is the bones of the company. Whoops. This is the bones of the company here. So every single agent that comes in is at an 80-20 split. And then after you hit a $16,000 cap, which I mentioned it's going to be about $2.7 to $3 million in sales, then you'll hit that $16,000, which is paid to the company. After that, you are essentially capped out for the rest of your anniversary year, and you go to 100% commission. So yay for you. On the right-hand side, this is your standard cost. So it's $149 to start, okay? You're not buying a franchise. There's no franchise fees. There's no royalty fees. eXp is one real estate firm nationwide. Okay, so it's $149. And this includes your business cards, your folders, and some other swag they give you. It's $85 per month after that. And that $85 includes everything. I'm talking your sky slope, your electronic signature, your website, your CRM system, your lead generation system, all of your training, 24/7 support, accounting, payment processing, your transaction department. Now, if you want a transaction coordinator, that's extra. So you can hire someone locally if you choose to do that, or you can use someone through SkySlope, which I believe they charge around $300 per transaction. That's the only thing out of pocket that you would have to pay if you choose to use a transaction person. Now, there's 2 per transaction fees. There's a $25 broker review fee because you do have a broker in charge, and you also have an entire transaction team that looks over all of your documents to make sure everything's correct. And so that's $25 per transaction. And then it's a $40 risk management. What that means is your E&O insurance. So your E&O insurance, $40, that actually maxes out at $500 for the year. So you know without a shadow of a doubt, you are never paying more than $500 per year in E&O insurance. If you only sell 4 houses, then you only pay $40 times 4, right? You're not going to have to pay $500 or $1,000. I know there's a lot of real estate firms that make you pay that on the front end, and it can be like $1,000, $1,500, and it doesn't matter how many houses you sell. So $40 per house. That's it. Caps out at $500. Now, that's for an agent coming in that you're on the 80-20 split. One thing changes after you cap out. So once you're capped, meaning you've paid in the $16,000, then the only thing that's going to change is obviously you're going to 100% commission, but you are changing your transaction fee. The transaction fee goes from $25 per transaction to $250 per transaction. Now, once you sell 20 houses at $250 per transaction, that equals $5,000 paid in for those 20 transactions. That is what qualifies you to become an icon agent, where you get back that entire $16,000 of stock. Okay, if you have questions about this, if you're selling more than 30 houses per year, then we need to have an individual conversation, and I can explain exactly how this works. But this is the reason why so many mega agents and teams and brokerages are coming over, because they're seeing this and they're like, wait, you're giving me back that entire $16,000 and you're giving me all of this stock. Like, it's essentially over 100% commission at that point. So it's very, very attractive. Becoming a shareholder is easy. All you do is you go to join.exprealty.com. There's a small application that you'd fill out. And from there, you would just be able to go over the ICA agreement, which is the independent contractors agreement. And that is something that just shares everything that I've told you here. It's actually going to tell you in black and white, and it's really great. So I am going to stop my screen share, and I'm going to take you into the world for a minute here. Okay, guys, so I am in the office right now. Yes, I go to work as a cartoon character. This is my avatar. So when you first come in, you actually get dropped into a dressing room if it's your first time. And yes, you do have to dress yourself. Don't worry, we are all young, and there's no gray hair, and everyone's skinny, so we're good. So when you first come in, if you look over here, this is the eXp events and training calendar. So you just click right there to see exactly which trainings are on the schedule for this week. And then when you come in, if you're like, I don't know where to go, then there's always a receptionist here, and you can always walk right up to her and you can ask her questions. There's also world tours here 3 times a day, 10, 12, and 2. And so you can come in, they can show you around the world. You can walk to the different locations, to the different offices, training areas. I'm just going to walk you over to one of them, and then I'm actually going to show you like the easy way to get around here. So I'm walking right now over to the tech support office. And think about this as literally an office with a bunch of amazingly smart technology people in here, which I am not. So if I wanted to come in and talk to someone, I just hover over where it says, please take a number. And I just click on it, and that's going to put me on a wait list. And then they're going to automatically teleport me into the office. Now, I'm not going to do that because I don't want to have to go in and talk to them right now. But I am going to show you what that looks like. So if I were to come in, then it's actually going to automatically sit me here, probably with this guy, at this desk. And anytime you and another person are in a blue circle together, you have to think about that as you are in the office with the door shut, and no one can hear your conversation except for you and the person inside that blue circle, all right? The way that you open your mic is down here on the left-hand side. You click it, and it'll turn green. And that was open. I quit talking so no one would hear me talk. And so there's also a chat section here, and you can always chat as well. So tech support, they can help you with anything that's going on with your computer. Gosh, I can't tell you how many times I've gone in and I'm like, can you please just take control of this thing and just make it right? And they do. So that's all well and good. This is the way to get to places super quick. So we have a shareholder summit coming up next week. Super excited about this. And so we actually, we were supposed to be in Florida doing this, and instead of canceling the event, they said, we already have an office in the cloud. Let's just host this from our cloud office. And so that's what we're doing. And so we're actually going to be able to come right here and go into our summit and still have our summit next week. Super excited about that. So there's tons of different meeting rooms. We have our state meetings every single week. We have our Power Girls Auditorium. We're reading a great book right now called The Joy of Missing Out. It's awesome. All kinds of masterminds and just anything that you can think of, we have meetings for it. And those are all just the meeting rooms. So when you're looking at going, let's just say I want to go into a training. So I'm going to click on auditorium. I'm just going to show you what the auditorium looks like here. So the auditorium is a place that a lot of the trainings take place in. And so when you come in, it's going to automatically just sit you down here, which I'm going to go ahead and stand up so you can see what this looks like. So this is the auditorium. And if there is a class or a meeting in here, every seat is full and there's people standing everywhere in the back as if it was like a real meeting room. And when you're here, if you wanted to sit down and bring the screen in, then you could totally do that so that you can have a better visual on the PowerPoint presentation. I'm going to show you two things. So everyone always asks about the brokers. Well, do I have a broker? Like, how does that work? Well, every state has multiple brokers, like a lot of brokers, and it's going to depend on where you are in the state. Let's just say you're in California, for instance. So you would just come here to the broker room. You would click on California, and this is going to take us into the California broker room. And so here there'll be a receptionist, and the receptionist will normally ask us when we go in, hey, can I help you? And then we tell them exactly what we need, and they tell us where we need to go.
Hey, Amanda.
See? So let me tell her what I'm doing.
Hi.
Hey, Lisa, I'm actually doing a little world tour here.
Yay, we love those.
Yes, good to see you. I'm going to walk them around right quick.
Well, let us know if you have any questions.
I will. I appreciate it. Thank
Okay,
you.
have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.
Okay, so there we go. So I'm going to give her a little wave. Thank you very much. All right. So this is the California broker room. So this is Lisa's office. She's the one that we just spoke to. And if you walk around, then you'll be able to see all of the other brokers. Let's see, Brian's in his office. I think California has 7 or 8 brokers. I'm not exactly sure. But all of these people, you can literally go in and have a conversation with them. So if you had any questions about a transaction or anything that has to do with any California real estate, this is where you would come to get all of those questions answered. Okay, so let me show you one more thing and then let's jump out of here. So the, what do I want to show you guys? There's so much to show you. Let's go to agent transitions to the onboarding area here. So this is a good spot to know about because when you're coming on as a new agent, sometimes there's questions. If there's a question about your firm license or, you know, coming in and doing marketing or anything like that, you're going to probably want to come into your California or your state broker room. If you just have a normal question about onboarding, then you're going to come here. This is the agent onboarding area, and it's the exact same thing. You come in, you take a ticket, and it'll automatically put you there in the meeting room. So as you guys can see, I cannot spend the time to show you all of these different rooms because a lot of these places, I mean, you click on it and there's multiple places to go. We actually are creating our own team suite right now as well. So pretty soon I'll be able to show you that. But for now, that's what I wanted to show you, and I really appreciate your time. Please get back to the person who invited you to this webinar, and they would be more than happy to send you more information on the revenue share, the stock program, or even send you a guest pass to be able to actually log in to our cloud office and see what it's all about. So we really appreciate your time today, and thank you so much for joining us.